my little yarnivores and spiderettes, Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. And today I'm going to show you how to crochet this really darling, lovely lacy stitch called the mini spider stitch. There are so many different variations of the spider stitch, and this is the smallest one that I found with, these little itty bitty spiders, if you will, a little body, a little leg sticking out, if you will. It's really easy, it's really quick, and the multiple is very easy to follow, and I'm going to do a repeat or two with you, just so that you are sure to get it. And this yarn that I used is Red Heart Super Saver in, I believe, the color Flamingo, a little vibrant. And for the demo, I'm going to be using Lion Brand Pound of Love in the gray color. And that way you know what it is that I'm using for the tutorial. No, I'm not sponsored, but if you want to duplicate the results, you are more than welcome to. And so, without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, before we begin, the example that I showed you before with the Red Heart Super Saver, that one is a bit of a heavier weight, so I used a size I crochet hook. This, however, is a little bit thinner, so I'm going to be using a size H crochet hook. And the multiple is a multiple of 12 stitches plus an additional 6 stitches. So what I did was I chained for a total of 36 stitches plus an additional 6 stitches. Okay, so however many of the multiples that you want of 12, do that that number of multiples of 12, and then add an additional 6, and that way you can make this project as wide or as narrow as you wish. All right. And so we're going to get into the tutorial now. Just wanted to clear that up for you before we started. Alrighty, row 1. So, as I said, I have 36 chains plus my additional 6 chains. And so to start, we're going to do a single crochet into the 10th chain from the hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I always like to double check because it saves me a little bit agony later on. So we're going to do a single crochet into that 10th chain from the hook. And this may seem a little bit weird at first, this large loop, but it'll make sense later, don't worry. All right, so then, after doing the single crochet into the 10th chain from the hook, we're going to do a single crochet into each of the next 4 chains. So it's going to be a total of 5 single crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, and total of 5. All right. Then going to chain 3, and we're going to skip the next 3 chains, and we're going to double crochet into the next chain. So into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're going to do a double crochet stitch, like so. So I've got a loop, bunch of singles, and big space right there. All right. And then we're going to chain 3 again, skip another 3 chains. So skipping 3 chains, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Into the 4th chain, we're going to do a single crochet and 4 more for a total of 5 single crochets in a row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. And so, yep, okay, just always making sure. All right, and then we're going to keep on doing the same thing. So chaining of 3 and skipping 3 chains. Into the 4th chain, we're going to do a double crochet. Chain 3 again. Skip 3 more chains into the 4th chain, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Then chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3, and then skipping 3 more chains, and then into the last chain, going to do a double crochet. Now, of course, if your multiple was more than the multiple that I did a multiple of 3 multiples of 12 with an additional 6. If you did more because you want to do a blanket or a wrap, what have you, obviously you would keep going in the same fashion until you reach the end. Okay, so that is the end of row 1. Alrighty, row 2. So for row 2, we're going to start by chaining up 1, turn the work, and we're going to do a single crochet into this first double crochet here. Like so. And then a single crochet into this space that we have right here. So going into the space, do a single crochet like so. Then we're going to chain 3, and we're going to skip the first single crochet that we did, okay, and we're going to do a single crochet into the next 3, and then we're going to skip the last. So skipping this first one here, going into the next one, going to do a single crochet stitch. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. All right, so let me just pull back here a little. See, we did originally on the base, we did 5. Now we're doing 3. And that is how we're going to account for the shape of the little spiders. So we went from 5 down to 3. All right, so then, after we do that, we are going to chain 3, and into this space right here, we're going to do a single crochet. You want to do it close to the double crochet stitch, close to that post. It's not entirely crucial because the stitches will slide a little bit for you. So that's a single crochet into the space, then 1 into the double crochet stitch, and then another one, a third one, into the next chain 3 space. So to explain what I was talking about before, how we had 5 and then 3, over here we had 1 in the center and then 3. So this one is going to be growing, whereas this one is going to be shrinking. It'll make more sense as we go on. All right, so then we chain 3 again, and we have our 5, so we need to skip the first single crochet into the next, and do 2 more single crochet stitches for a total of 3 single crochet stitches. Okay, chain 3, and we have reached our center space, so we're going to single crochet into this space here, single crochet into the double crochet, and single crochet into the next space. So a total of 3 here. Chain 3, and we have another grouping of 5. So skipping the first single crochet, going into the next with a single crochet, and then 2 more for a total of 3. Okay, so we went from 5 to 3 once again. Chain 3. Okay, and then we're going to do a single crochet into this space here. Okay, and now this one can be a little bit tricky because we're going to be doing a single crochet into the turning chain. Now, so you want it to be out a little bit and up a little bit. Now the exact count isn't exactly crucial, but I'm going to do it, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and I'll go into the 4th chain. See how that goes. I can tighten that up a little. This might be the 5th chain, but you know, it's the very, very bottom, and I don't know. See? Just like that. And for clarification, that is the, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put it in at the 6th, to be perfectly honest. But as you can see, let me just back up here a little bit. So that is the loop on the one side, and here is the loop on the other side. You know, I mean, basically they are two big loops on either side. Okay. In the instructions, it didn't really specify, to be perfectly honest. So, with that being said, we will continue on to row 3. Alrighty, row 3. So, for row 3, we're going to continue right along by chaining up 1, turn the work, and so we have 2 single crochets here. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a single crochet into each of those. Okay, and then we're going to do a single crochet into this first space here for a total of 3 single crochets. Then we're going to chain 3 and into the center single crochet, we're going to do a double crochet. So skipping that first one, going into the next with a double crochet, like so, right into the center, then chain 3 again, and we have to build out our 3 because it went from 1 to 3, so we have to build it out to 5. So into this next space, going to do another single crochet stitch, and then 1 into the next 3 single crochet stitches, and then 1 after for a total of 5. And then 1 in here for a total of 5. So, like I was saying before, we went from the double to 3, and now we have 5 single crochets. And over here, on this side, we went from 5 to 3 to 1. And the sides, we went from 2 to 3. It's all about increasing and decreasing our segments. All right, so now we're going to chain 3 again. And we have our 3 single crochets, so we're going to do a double crochet into the second single crochet, like so. Chain 3, and into this space we're going to do a single crochet, then 1 in each of those single crochets, and then 1 into this space for a total of 5. So into here with a single crochet, and then 3 single crochets, and then 1 into the space. Chain 3. Okay, skipping the first single crochet, doing a double into the next, and skipping the last of the 3. Okay, chain 3. And we've reached the end, so we're going to do a single crochet into this space here, and a single crochet into each of these last 2 single crochet stitches. And that is the end of row 3. See how it decreases and increases and decreases and increases, and that's how it's going to sort of oscillate back and forth. Okay, so that's the end of row 3. Alrighty, onwards to row 4. So for row 4, we're going to start by chaining up 1 and turn the work. Do a single crochet into each of the first 2 single crochets. We're going to leave that third one alone. And then we're going to chain 3. And, okay. Then into this loop right here, we're going to do a single crochet, and then 1 into the double, and then 1 into that space. So we're going to be, see, we decreased the spider, now we're going to be increasing it again. So into the space with a single crochet, into the double with a single crochet, and then into the space with a single crochet. Chain 3. All right, and so we have to decrease this spider because it's got 5. So skipping the first single crochet, going into the second single crochet with a single crochet, and then 2 more for a total of 3. You see? Chain 3. Okay, we have to increase this one again, so it's single crochet into the space, single crochet into the double, and single crochet into the space. Chain 3. Have to decrease this one, so skipping the first single crochet, going into the next with a single crochet. 2 more for a total of 3. All right, chain 3. got to increase this one. So single crochet into the chain 3 space, single into the double, single into the next space, chain 3. All right, and so we've got 3 at the end. So we're going to skip the first one and single crochet into the next 2 single crochet stitches. All right, and that is the end of row 4. So it's becoming a bit more pronounced, don't you think? How they grow and shrink and grow and shrink, and so on and so forth. All right, so row 5 is coming right up. Alrighty, row 5. So for row 5, this is actually the last row for this pattern. So we're going to start by chaining up 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn the work. And we're going to increase this spider here. We're going to skip these single crochets over here, and we're going to go right to increasing this first spider over here. So we're going to do a single crochet into this space here, because just like we had down here, we had a big loop. We need a big loop right here. And so we're going to do this single crochet into this first space, and then 3 more, and then 1 into this space, for a total of 5 once again. So that's 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one is in that chain 3 space over here. So we've got our 5 singles, chain 3, and we need to decrease this spider. So we're going to do a double crochet into the second single crochet stitch, skipping that first one, going to the next with a double crochet, chain 3, all right, and we need to increase this spider. So going into the chain 3 space, single crochet into these 3 single crochet stitches, and then 1 in the last space for a total of 5. Chain 3, double crochet into the second of the single crochet stitches, skipping the first and the last, going into that middle one, chain 3, need to increase this spider, so going into the chain 3 space with a single crochet, 3 single crochets, 1 in each, and then 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, and then last but not least into this first single crochet, or the last, it depends on how you look at it, you know, not the first one but the second one, do a double crochet. Alrighty, so as you can see, we have a full repeat. So this one, it went from getting big to small, back to big again. This one came completely full circle, and so on and so forth, all the way across. And so that is a full repeat for the pattern. And so the repeat for the pattern is rows 2 through 5. And I'm going to do one for you. I might even do more than one for you because I really want to make sure that you really get the repeat for this pattern. Okie dokie? All right, so we're going to continue right along. All right, so for the repeat of row 2, I'm going to start with a chaining of 1, turn the work, single crochet into the double crochet, and one more into the chain 3 space, chain 3, okay, and then we're going to skip the first single crochet going into the next 3 with single crochets. Oops, it would help if my hook stayed put. So skipping the first one, going into the next 3. It's 2 and 3, chain 3. All right, into the next chain 3 space, single crochet into the double, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, skip the first single crochet going into the next, single crochet with a single crochet. I'm going to do a total of 3, like so, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, single into the double, single into the next chain 3 space, chain 3, skip the first single, go into the next 3 single crochet stitches, 1 single crochet in each. Oops. Always skipping that first one and last one when you have 5. All right, then chain 3. Okay. And this one is going to be a little bit easier to work with. All right, so we're going to do a single crochet into the space because this time it's a little bit more defined. So got 1, 2, and 3 going into the third. I don't know why, but that first one always gets me, but this row is a lot easier to finish, let me tell you. All right, so that is the end of row 2 for the repeat. Row 3. Okay, so for row 3, going to start by chaining up of 1, turning the work, single crochet into the first 2 single crochets that we have here, and then one more into the chain 3 space, chain 3. All right, and going to do a double crochet into the second single crochet stitch, into that middle one, chain 3, single crochet into the space, each of these 3, and the last space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chain 3, double crochet into the middle single crochet stitch, like so, chain 3, single crochet into the chain 3 space, and into each of the 3 single crochet stitches, and one into the chain 3 space. Chain 3, double crochet into the middle single crochet stitch, skipping the first, going into the second, like so. Chain 3, okay, single crochet into the chain 3 space, and into the next 2 single crochets, do a single crochet in each. And that's the end of row 3. Ta-da! Alrighty, row 4 for the repeat. So for row 4, I'm going to start by chaining 1, turn the work. Alright, and going to start by by single crocheting 1 into each of the first 2 single crochet stitches. We're going to leave that third one alone. Going to chain 3, and then into this first chain 3 space, do a single crochet into the double, and also into the chain 3 space, chain 3. Okay, going to skip the first single crochet, and we're going to disregard the last. So we're going to go into that second one with a single crochet, and the next 2 for a total of 3. Alrighty, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, single into the double, single into the next chain 3 space for a total of 3, chain 3, skip the first single, going into the next, and the next 2 with single crochets for a total of 3 single crochets, chain 3, next chain 3 space, do a single crochet, single into the double crochet, and single into the next chain 3 space for a total of 3 single crochets, chain 3, and into the last 2. We're going to skip that first one, going into the next 2, do single crochet stitches. Alrighty, Roo. Alright, so that's the end of row 4 for the repeat. Alright. Alrighty, row 5 for the repeat. Alright, so for row 5, again, we need that big loop. So it's going to be a chaining of 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn the work. And going into this chain 3 space, do a single crochet stitch. And 1 in each of the 3 single crochet stitches, and then 1 into the ending chain 3 space for a total of 5 single crochet stitches. Okay, got a total of 5 right there. Chain 3. And into the middle single crochet, we're going to do a double crochet. Chain 3. Into the next chain 3 space, do a single crochet. And into each of the 3 single crochets, do 1 in each. That's 1, 2, 3, and also into this next chain 3 space. It's going to be a total of 5 for this segment here. Chain 3, double crochet into the second single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain 3 space, and a single crochet into each of these 3 single crochet stitches, and then 1 into the last chain 3 space, chain 3, and skipping this first single crochet, going into the next one with a double crochet. Ta-da! All right, so that is 2 full repeats of the mini spider stitch. Absolutely love this pattern. Of course, I am a bit biased. And so let's lay it out and I'll show you exactly what I got here. Isn't that lovely? So this would actually work up to whatever dimensions you so wish. Just, be sure to do the multiples, however it is that you want them as far as the width. You could make this into a blanket, a wrap, a scarf, really, what have you. Could make a really cool table runner, especially during the fall or holiday season, Halloween, etc., etc. And it's really just, a lot of fun. And I just, me, I love to share these things with you. It's what I do. And so if you enjoyed this tutorial, please hit that little thumbs up down below. Your support means ever so much to me, as always. And if you have any questions, comments, what have you, please do so in the comments section down below. I love hearing from all of you. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so as well, because, that way you'll be, in the know as to when I post my next video. And I do try to post as often as I can, and that way you'll be informed. So listen, my dears, until next time, I want you all to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.